Now, you've said several times in there that you support limited government. Why accept money from the state for your campaign?
Because I've got a candidate I'm running against right now, who's running against me, who's spending over $25 million of his own money. His wife's putting another $10 million. And I don't believe that the governor's office is telling us he should be for sale. I think that we've got to have competitive races. The limits on my campaign contributions are $500 a person or $500 a corporation. We've raised maybe $6, $7, $8 million, and that's the limit what I can spend. And he's attacking me every day with lies and things aren't true. I need to be able to interrupt that, and I need to be able to get my message across to the people and make an informed choice about who's the person who can provide the leadership of the state, who's really the conservative in this race. And the question needs to be answered: who is Rick Scott? Who is he? He's just what his TV ads and his slick ads say and his big money says. He doesn't have a record. He doesn't have a record, except for the fact that he was the CEO of one of the largest companies in America, healthcare company, at the time when they got the greatest Medicare fraud fine in history, criminal fine, for upcoding and ripping off the taxpayers, and he was fired by his board. And a few days after this was discovered, the FBI raided 33 hospitals, and he made off with $300 billion in stock options and another $10 or so million in cash. And he's used that as the foundation of his wealth to now try to become governor. Is this who you want to be the next governor of Florida? Or do you want somebody with the background I've got as a tested Ronald conservative? Those are the issues I need to go out and talk about with respect to campaign finance.
Doesn't accepting money in some way go against the idea of a free market?
Well, you could argue the free market all you want, but that would simply mean that you could only have very wealthy people who could ever compete to be governor. And I believe that's what our founding fathers envisioned. What he says is we should be changing the laws of Florida so that I can raise more money, so that any individual can raise money in the size and the amount to be competitive with somebody who has this immense wealth that can throw into a race.
Last question, guys. Last question, since we brought up Rick Scott in the special session. You received some criticism